Sketchbook to Storefront. A designer's 5-day plan for launching your first digital shop. 5 days, 5 steps. How a graphic designer goes from scattered portfolio files to a live, sellable storefront. You already have the product. That's the part most designers get wrong about launching a shop. They think they need to invent something new. So they sit down to build a course from scratch or design a template pack from a blank canvas, and the project stalls before it starts. But if you've been designing for clients, for fun, or for your own portfolio, you're sitting on a folder of assets that could be a product today. A mock-up grid you rebuild every project, a color palette system you keep reusing, a Figma component library, a resume template you made for yourself. The gap between a designer and a designer with a business isn't more work. It's 5 days of turning what already exists into something sellable and putting one link in front of the people already looking at your portfolio. Day 1. Audit your existing files like a product hunter. Open your project archive, Dropbox, Google Drive, your Figma dashboard, wherever your working files actually live, and go looking for anything you've built more than once. Repetition is the signal. If you've made 3 different Instagram highlight cover sets for 3 different clients, that's a template pack waiting to happen. If you keep rebuilding the same case study slide layout in every portfolio deck, that's a Notion or Canva template. If you've got a folder of custom brush sets, gradient meshes, or Lightroom presets you made for your own photography, that's a product too. Spend day 1 making a simple list. File name, what it does, who besides you would want it, and how long it would take to clean up for public use. Don't judge quality yet, just inventory. Most designers find their first 3 products in under an hour once they stop looking for something new and start looking for something repeated. The 80% rule. If a file is 80% ready to hand to a stranger, it's your day 3 candidate. Chasing a perfect asset that's only 40% done is how launches slip from 5 days into 5 months. Day 2. Pick one flagship product and cut everything else. This is the day most designers overcomplicate. The instinct is to launch with 5 products at once because you technically have the files for all of them. Resist it. A storefront with one clear, well-priced flagship product converts better than one with 5 half-explained options, because a first-time visitor doesn't know what to compare and just leaves. Pick the item from your day 1 list that's closest to finished, most clearly useful to a specific audience. Instagram story templates for skincare brands beats social media templates, and easiest for you to explain in 1 sentence. Everything else goes on a shortlist for week 2, not launch day. Day 3. Package it like a product, not a project file. This is the step that separates a folder from a product. Naming, structure, and a 1-page README. Rename files so a stranger can navigate them without asking you a question. Layer 03 Final V2 Usability becomes Instagram Template 01 Editable. Yes. Group by format, fonts, images, source files, in clearly labeled folders. Then write a short README or intro page. What's included, what software it needs, and 1 line on how to use it. This single document eliminates most of the support messages you'd otherwise get after launch, and it's also what makes a $15 template pack feel like a $15 dollar instead of someone's leftover homework. Export a few clean preview images too. A mock-up of the template in use sells far better than a screenshot of raw layers. Files renamed and organized into clearly labeled folders, 1-page README written. What's included, required software, quick start steps, 3-5 clean preview or mock-up images exported, final files zipped into a single download-ready package. A 1-sentence description you could say out loud to a stranger. Day 4. Build the storefront around the product, not the other way around. Now the storefront itself. If you don't have one yet, this is the day to create your store. It takes minutes, not days. which is exactly why it belongs on day 4 instead of day 1. Upload a cover photo, a clean shot of your workspace, a piece of your own design work, or a simple branded graphic all work well. Set an avatar and pick a theme that matches your actual design taste. This is a designer's storefront, so it should look like one. Add your flagship product with the price you landed on, the preview images from day 3, and the zipped file as the deliverable. Store.fan handles the download link automatically once someone pays, so you don't need to build any delivery system yourself. No email automation to configure. No manual file sending after each sale. If you want to see how a finished layout can look before you commit to your own, a live example store is worth a scroll for cover photo and block layout ideas. Pricing is worth 10 minutes of real thought here. A template pack most designers would happily pay for a client project usually sits somewhere between the price of a coffee subscription and a nice dinner. Cheap enough to be an impulse buy for a fellow creator, not so cheap it reads as low effort. You can always adjust it after the first few sales. Nothing about your price is locked in. A designer's storefront is itself a portfolio piece. If the shop looks rough, visitors assume the product does too. Day 5. Launch to the people who already know your work. Your first sales won't come from strangers finding you cold. They'll come from people who already follow you, comment on your posts, or have hired you before. Day 5 is entirely about telling them the shop exists. Put your store.fan link in every bio it belongs in. Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, X, even your email signature. Post the flagship product with a before-after or in-use shot, and directly message a handful of past clients or collaborators who genuinely benefit. A personal note converts far better than a public post alone. Don't overthink the caption. I turned the template I use for every client project into something you can buy is more compelling than a polished sales pitch, because it's specific and true. Once the launch post is up, resist the urge to immediately add 10 more products. Watch what happens with the one you shipped for a week first. Which preview image people screenshot? What questions come in through your inbox? Whether anyone asks for a variant you hadn't considered. That feedback is your actual roadmap for week 2, and it's far more reliable than guessing in advance. What to build once the first product is live. After the 5-day sprint, the highest leverage next step for most designers is a second, cheaper product that acts as a lead magnet. A single free asset, one Instagram template instead of the full pack, or a mini color palette guide that gets people onto your customer list before you ever pitch them the paid version. From there, fans broadcast emails let you tell that list when you add a new template pack or drop a discount code without rebuilding your launch process from zero every time. Designers who keep shipping small, repeatable products. A new template pack every month, a seasonal mock-up set, a Black Friday bundle, tend to outperform designers waiting to launch one perfect flagship course simply because they're compounding a customer list instead of starting cold each time. It's worth being honest about the plan too. The free tier is genuinely fine for testing whether your first product sells at all, but once you're moving real volume, check pricing for the Pro plan's 0% platform fee and analytics. A designer selling a $20 template pack a few dozen times a month notices the difference between a percentage cut and a flat monthly fee pretty quickly. FAQ: launching your first design product. None of this requires a rebrand, a new logo, or a month of planning. It requires 5 focused days and a willingness to sell the work you've already made instead of waiting for a new idea to feel ready. Open your files, pick the one that's closest to done, package it properly, and put it behind a link people already see. For more paths like this one, the blog covers pricing, packaging, and launch tactics for creators building their first storefront on Store.fan. Key takeaways. Your first product should come from your existing files, not a new idea. Audit before you create anything. A 5-day plan works because each day has one deliverable, not an open-ended to-do list. Packaging, file structure, naming, a simple README matters as much as the design work itself. Your storefront needs a cover photo, one flagship product, and a clear price before it needs anything else. The first sale usually comes from people who already follow you. The launch post matters more than ad spend. Start your creator store free at store.fan.